Hello my fellow Pioneer DJ users, so you have clicked on this video because you're wanting to do a firmware update on your Pioneer DJM-V10 mixer. So before we do the install on the hardware, let's download the firmware from the Pioneer DJ website first. Now once you've got Google open, you're going to go to the search bar and search for Pioneer DJ. Press enter. Once the search is opened, you'll find the software and firmware updates page as you can see here, but for the purpose of this video I'm going to open up the pioneerdj.com website itself. Once that is open, we're going to move the cursor to where it says products and then click on DJ mixers. Once that is open, we're going to move over to the DJM-V10 image and click over there. Once that's open, we're going to click on support. And then the software and firmware updates page has been opened. Now, as you can see, the firmware update, this version is version 1.07, released on the 29th of September 2020. Let's click on firmware update. Now, once the page is opened, you can see firmware update and it's got a download link. Now, I'm going to download the firmware itself. As you can see, it's busy downloading, and just underneath there it's going to have the update instructions. So for this purpose I'm going to right click and open up in a new tab, and this document contains the procedures and instructions on how to do the hardware firmware update, if I may say. So if going forward, if you do get confused in any way, just revert back to this document over here. Now as you can see, the zip folder has been downloaded, which should be in the downloads folder of your Mac or PC. As you can see, there is mine, download section, DJM-V10 zip folder. So I'm going to drag and drop into my USB thumb drive. Before we continue, and as a precaution, make sure that you have no other folders or data on the thumb drive, as you can see in mine. I'm going to drag and drop it into your FAT32 formatted thumb drive. I have a link in the description as to how to format a thumb drive to FAT32 should you not know how to do it. Now before we eject the thumb drive, let's open up the zip file. And now that the zip file has been opened, it's safe for us to eject the thumb drive and move over to the actual hardware itself. So now we've moved over to the actual DJM-V10 mixer. As you can see over here, I've actually powered it on already and I've got my USB thumb drive in my hand. But before we do the actual update on the unit, what I want to do is I want to show you how you'll be able to see what version you currently have. So on the actual LCD display itself, on the top right hand corner, you'll see that little gear section, which is your utility section. Press and hold that until it opens up, and then just scroll down all the way until you get 10 out of 10, so page 10 of 10. You'll be able to see at the bottom there version 1.05 is what version I have, but for you it would obviously be different depending on what date you are looking at this video itself. I'm just going to close that and I'm going to switch the unit off itself. I'm going to open the USB compartment. I'm going to put in the USB thumb drive in the USB port, and at the same time as powering on the device, I'm going to press and hold the on and off button over here, the effects button, and the mid effects frequency tab, and I'm going to power on the unit. Now as you can see, it's going to come on. It's version 1.05 to version 1.07. I'm going to let go of that, and here we go. Now it's starting the actual update itself. So as you can see, the update has been updated, or the firmware has been updated. Version 1.05 to version 1.07 is now officially complete. So all we're going to do is just power off the unit, take out the USB thumb drive, and then power the unit back on, and the firmware has been updated on your device itself to the latest version 1.07. Happy mixing, enjoy the mixer, I absolutely love it. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up for the video itself, give us a like, as well as subscribe to the channel. Happy mixing.